has been out of the league since the Lakers got tired of Rodman's antics last April. Just his tantrums. Fourth quarter, he's whistled for what he felt was a phantom foul, and he gets in Malone's face, prompting a second technical foul, which got him ejected. And on his way out of the arena, the fans fighting over his jersey, which he likes to hand out when he gets ejected. An ugly night all around for Dallas, which lost for the
time for not leaving the court in a timely fashion.
And he's still there, and they need Dennis Rodman's contribution. He needs to get out of there.
Watch the byplay here between Malone and Rodman. A sign of respect, actually, it appeared to me.
Récupération Corbin en déséquilibre total.
Oh, pas loin.
Et finalement, on en restera là quand même.
Et maintenant, Rodman.
Le provocateur.
Oh là 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 là, il en fait trop.
Et quelle bagarre encore une fois dans la raquette des Jazz entre Karl Malone cette fois et Dennis Rodman.
Attendez, moi j'ai bien vu une faute sur le bord.
Now 3, here's Jordan getting the step, and hit. 0.6 of a second remaining. All Malone and Rodman bumping each other. Joe Crawford on the scene immediately, indicating at least one technical, and then checking it over. Let's see. Well, it's a double technical on Malone and Rodman.
Well, Karl Malone came into this final series saying he was not going to let Dennis Rodman get into his head. He was going to ignore him in every situation.
0.6 of a second remaining. They just walk it out as Karl Malone continues the discussion with Joe Crawford.
Well, it's Michael Jordan taking that last shot of the half. Karl Malone, as he has been doing throughout the series, keeping Rodman on the move. It looked like Rodman pulled in his shorts.
For Utah. Malone, it's a 1 for 13. Gets it back and a foul. And getting very close to something nasty. No digs out of this. It'll be an incredible mark. Rodman and Jerry Sloan did not like at all the fact that Rodman kind of threw a wild swing in there, and that will be a flagrant foul. Thank you, Bob. It's 82-62, 20-point lead. Here's Rodman. Boy, sky high when he comes down.
That's the reason that you have the flagrant foul. He made no attempt to make a play on the ball and just delivered a blow to the head. Karl Malone, why?
My whole attitude is there's nothing he can do to get me kicked out of the ball game, and that's what it is.
People like to see the blonde-haired bomber going out there and doing his thing. Come out tomorrow, they're going to boo the in him. They're going to do everything they can to distract me, but it's not going to distract Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman's been given a lot of the credit for hurting you from a defensive standpoint. Do you buy that? Does he deserve it?
Well, I don't buy that, but everybody wanna know why maybe I'm not getting shots in the fourth quarter. We have certain plays we run. We haven't ran those plays, but they don't talk about that. Give credit where credit is due. You know, he has an assignment to play defense and rebound and always be where I'm at, and he's doing a good job of doing that. I give him credit, but I'm not going to give him all the credit, no.
On the offensive glass so far in this first half, but Dennis Rodman volleyballing the ball to himself a couple of times, but Karl Malone coming in there at the end of the play, catching Dennis Rodman right in the eye.
Well, I like the volleyball. You know, that's coming up. First appearance at the line. He has 5 points. Dennis still trying to shake things off.
Never fun to get an elbow to the face, particularly by a man big and strong as Karl Malone.
Take an elbow from Karl Malone. These two guys have been going at each other from time to time during the course of tonight's game. We talked with Karl Malone on what it's like in going up against Dennis Rodman.
I'm not going to get caught up in a Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman situation. I've walked away of situations in my life, and you call everything from a wimp to things you can't say on TV. But that's fine with me. I've worked 12 years to get here. I'm not going to look back when this series over with and say to myself, God, I shouldn't have did that. Will I take some elbows and things from Dennis? Absolutely. Will I give some as this series go on? Probably so.
And both players have kept it under control, and both players not getting involved with the official. That's a good sign.
Missed it just before the shot clock sounds. Rodman battling like crazy, but can't quite hold on to it. Hornacek, he and Malone, Rodman and Malone, and Rodman just trips Malone up. They got to call a flagrant here. They've got to call a flagrant. It's the third on Rodman. He and Karl Malone, regrettably, are scheduled to wrestle in one of those bogus events next month. Why Malone wants to lower himself to that is anyone's guess. And Rodman apparently wants to start the wrestling now.
I tell you what, I love what I'm seeing, the battle between these two guys. They're fighting, giving it everything they got. Both of them are trying to push and shove and gain position. Karl Malone gives him a little knock. But at the end of the play, what I like the most is Malone and Rodman both gave each other a pat on the butt and said, hey, that's the way we play. That's the way we like to play.
Down, that's one. Here they go, two. Finally, the third time the foul is called, and I think it was a good no call.
That he's not going to let that throw him out of his rhythm. We saw where Dennis Rodman would get Alonzo Mourning out of his rhythm or some of the other guys. Malone understands Dennis Rodman, and he's not going to let that stuff bother him.
Everything you do, if you watch him, he's not even playing Keith.
Malone against Rodman. Harper there with help. Another offensive foul as Malone throws the elbow. And Rodman nods in both agreement and delight.
It's in Karl Malone's head right now. Boom! I'm going to give you the elbow. Then to say, I'll take it, but I'll take the whistle, but that is there for the offensive foul.
Russell for three. Malone in between two red shirts pulls it down, and now he and Rodman all tangled up. And it's Malone's turn to laugh and taunt a bit.
It's a great hustle play by Karl Malone. You're going to see him. He just wants the basketball. Two Chicago Bulls, and he reaches in there with those powerful arms and just rips.
Ahí la peleaba de Rodman, balón al suelo, se fue al suelo.
Rodman a Stockton, ya le vi un cabezazo hace años jugando creo con San Antonio. Rodman a Stockton, Rodman que ha protagonizado algunos incidentes a lo largo de su carrera en Salt Lake City, ¿no? Una vez también realizó gestos obscenos.
Leans in baseline and misses. Loose ball, crucial loose ball. Picked up by Stockton, and there's a foul. It's on Malone, his third.
You know, Bob, so much is said about Dennis Rodman, a lot of the things that occur when he's not playing basketball. And I know, Isaiah, you played with him. But look at the will that this man has to go to this ball. He just wants it a little bit more than everybody else right now.